Right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's great to see so many people here this morning for what is, I think, the first policing communities. I'll try that again. The first Policing and Community Safety Partnership Conference. It's an important event. I hope it's going to be an enjoyable event, and I'm delighted, as I say, to see so many people here. I'm sorry Anne can't be with us today, Anne Connolly, following a family bereavement, and I know we will send our sympathy and good wishes to her and her family today. I'm sorry too that the timing of elections and so on means that we don't have a Justice Minister here this morning to open this event. But I can say that both the Justice Ministers we've had since the establishment of the partnerships back in 2012, that's David Ford and Claire Sutton, have been fully supportive of the important work you do, because it is important. I'm grateful to you that you've taken the time from your busy schedules to attend here this morning, and that demonstrates your commitment, dedication and enthusiasm for the work of your PCSP or district PCSP. And in respect of that, when I talk about PCSPs this morning or partnerships, I'm also including district PCSPs, if I may, just in the interest of brevity. The purpose and the vision for policing and community safety partnerships remains the same today as it was when they were established 5 years ago. The evidence tells us that Northern Ireland is still a very safe place to live and visit, and yet crime and antisocial behaviour remain important issues for our communities. Each partnership represented here this morning plays a vital role in helping make communities safer and ensuring that the voice of local people is heard on policing and community safety issues. You empower your communities to identify local issues and develop and deliver local solutions that help tackle crime, fear of crime, and antisocial behaviour. Partnership working is, of course, at the heart of what you do, and I'm glad that so many of our partners are here today. I appreciate the significant contributions made by the whole range of stakeholders that we have, from political, independent and designated members to colleagues from the community and voluntary sectors. Everybody's contribution is needed to improve and make a difference for the people that partnerships serve. Later today, we'll see an example of partnership working in practice, a really good illustration of the positive impact partnership working can make, sometimes with very little funding. Your efforts at a local level are also contributing to achieving the Northern Ireland-wide outcomes set out in the Programme for Government, the Policing Plan and the Community Safety Strategy. Some of these documents are still in draft because of where we are politically, but I hope we'll be in a position to finalise them soon. PCSPs will also play a key role in future in delivering the community safety actions in the local authority community plans, and I look forward to hearing from Scottish colleagues soon how community planning has worked and is continuing to work there 5 years after their introduction. And I also look forward to hearing about the approach being taken by our own councils regarding community planning and the opportunities for collaborative working going forward. Obviously, at the moment, things are a little uncertain for the DOJ and for the partnerships, as for every public sector organisation and publicly funded body. I know this is unsatisfactory, particularly as many outside the department look to us to provide a clear steer for the year ahead, and at the moment, clearly, we're not in a position to do that. I know, however, that Anthony Harbinson from the department and colleagues from the board have been out and about meeting many of you in the past few weeks. And I hope that the news regarding funding, which I'll leave Anthony to talk about when he speaks in a moment, will go some way to providing some assurance and demonstrate our continuing commitment to PCSPs going forward. So, in conclusion, thank you very much for coming. The partnerships are central to the department's vision of a safer society. I'm grateful for the valuable work you do, and I thank you for your commitment and dedication. I hope you find today enjoyable and informative. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's a delight to be here. For those who saw me exiting from the table there, Celine has just talked about what a wonderful venue this is. Well, my foot got caught on the strap of my handbag and I nearly went on my face in this wonderful venue. So wouldn't that have been great? I think I would never have lived that one down. So Amanda, thank you for the save. On International Women's Day, you actually saved me, so thank you very much. As Selena said, my name is Debbie Waters. I'm the Vice Chair of the Policing Board, and I really shouldn't be doing this morning. Anne Connolly, the Chair of the Board, sends her apologies. You've heard she can't be with us today because of a family bereavement, but she really is very sorry about that. For those of you who know Anne will know that she loves events like this, and she loves getting out and about and meeting the PCSPs and hearing about the work. So she really does send her best wishes for today's event. As I've said, I'm delighted to be here, but delighted to see so many, I was going to say old faces, but what I mean by that is faces that we know, and also some new faces. And it's wonderful for me as a former DPP member and also as a member of the Policing Board to be part of this model that continues to deliver on the ground and continues to be very effective in connecting communities into policing and into community safety. Does that mean that we always get it right? No. But we're here today, I think, to celebrate three things. We're here today to celebrate your work, the work of the PCSPs. We're also here today to celebrate the whole idea of civic engagement. For those of you who are independent members, you often are giving up your time free of charge to be part of the PCSP model. And we really appreciate you being actively involved as citizens within your community. And also it would be remiss of me today not to mention the whole notion of International Women's Day. So what a day to have our conference. We're here not just to celebrate the PCSPs and everyone that's involved, but also to say a big thank you to all the women in the world who work to inspire change and deliver change. Things definitely have moved forward. I don't know if any of you heard some of the radio interviews this morning, and one of our newer female politicians was saying that when she joined Stormont a number of years ago, the percentage of women was 18%, and today it's about 30%. That's a lot of change in a short period of time, and we want to celebrate that. And we want you as PCSPs to work towards getting not only the most disadvantaged people in our community involved, but also getting women within communities involved. And I know from looking around the room that is happening. Don't want to forget about the men, and also want to say thank you to the men in the room, because change can only happen when there's a recognition that there's a need for it, and we all work together collectively. So thank you for that. Another glass ceiling was broken in the last couple of weeks with the appointment of the first female commissioner to the Metropolitan Police, and that's the first in its history of 187 years. So folks, change is happening, and the strapline today for our conference is delivering a difference, but also for International Women's Day, it's Be Bold for Change. And we want to encourage you today to continue to be bold for change. The early day successes of the DPPs, which I've already mentioned, and the community safety partnerships were only possible because men and women stepped forward from the community to play their part, to be a voice for change, to be bold, and to help make communities safer. And we do recognise that in those early days, it wasn't always easy. There were communities in which policing wasn't accepted, and also the acceptance of policing was new. So people were taking steps forward that were bold and that were making a difference within their communities. And we want to say thank you for that today. Hopefully we're at a different place, and we're at a better place, maybe not politically, but we're going to get there. But in terms of policing, the majority of communities today welcome police officers in their community, in their midst, and we're thankful for that. You will know that previous board member colleagues advocated for bringing the DPPs and the PCSPs together, as we could see the potential and the connection for policing and community safety, and also the strength of having our statutory partners around the table. And we just want to say thank you to all of our statutory partners, and especially those that are in the room today, and that make a real and a vibrant contribution to the PCSPs. I'm not going to say much more because I don't want to steal Anthony's and Amanda's thunder, as they will be shortly talking to us about the achievements, changes and challenges within PCSPs. But I don't want to finish without talking about some of the challenges and the way forward. And we know that policing has changed. Many events, I've heard that there's an event tonight in the City Hall around cybercrime and cyber safety. We do know that the policing environment is looking different on a weekly basis. And so there are public safety issues that you as PCSPs and we as a board need to educate the public on. More than ever, we need to capitalise on the opportunities that collaboration and partnership working can bring. We need to fully exploit the strength of the PCSP membership so that we can all deliver better outcomes for the people of our society. And as a board, we continue to work on a weekly basis with the Chief Constable to meet the demands of a more complex crime environment, and also to meet the demands of the community with an ever-decreasing budget. And that's not easy. Often the Chief Constable is asking us to be patient with him. When we talk to him and challenge him about frontline policing and the pullback from communities, the Chief Constable is also saying, work with me on this. And we're sending out a message today to you as PCSPs. Work with us on this and help us work with communities better. The work of the PCSPs, your work, is more important than ever, and I have to leave, and apologies throughout the morning to go to the funeral, but I hope you have a very productive day. I hope the conversations are challenging, and I hope you come up with some innovation as to how we move forward together. And my final challenge, both to myself personally, to us as a board, and to you as PCSPs, is please continue to be bold for change. Thank you.